We welcome you back to a city with a smile. We welcome you back to Wynne, Arkansas, live inside Yellow Jacket Arena. It is your main event for day 2 of the Class 4A Centennial Bank State Volleyball Tournament, all live here on the Central Sports Network. It's the defending Class 4A State Volleyball champions, specifically the three-peat State Volleyball champions. It's the Brookland Lady Bearcats and the Bauxite Lady Miners. This is a huge matchup between both schools. Bauxite coming into tonight 23-9-3 overall, and Brookland coming into tonight 14-1 overall, headed into this state tournament. Brookland was able to get the big win over Clarksville yesterday with the 3-0 sweep over the Lady Panthers. Now Bauxite, this is their first game of the tournament. The second team out of the South Regional tournament. Speaking of the regional tournament, talking about Bauxite's part, they would end up beating Fountain Lake 3-1 in the early going of that regional tournament in Magnolia. And then Bauxite would fall 3-2, would take Baptist Prep all the way to 5 sets, where they would eventually beat Baptist Prep 3-2, and then they would end up having to play the Pulaski Academy Lady Bruins, where they would lose 3-0 in that game, and then that's obviously why they're in the spot that they're in today. The reason Bauxite lost and got a first-round bye because the way the tournament is set up, every year at least one team out of one of the regional tournaments will get an automatic first-round bye. That's just the way it works. I believe last year it was the North. They got a first-round bye. The winner and loser got a first-round bye. This year it was the South. So Bauxite, number 2 in the South, Pulaski Academy, number 1 in that South Regional Tournament. But we're doing the in-house introductions for what should be a really good matchup, a game that I would not be surprised if we see 5 sets in this one. Lady Miners have had a really good season this year. And obviously, I mean, they're a tough team. They played Baptist Prep all the way to 5 sets this year. Looking over at Bauxite's, some of their games this year that they played, beat Heber Springs in an early scrimmage. The kickoff this year in early August, or kind of late August, would beat CAC. Would sweep Malvern, sweep Little Rock Southwest, would take Harmony Grove to 5 sets with the win, would take Magnet Cove 3-0. Fountain Lake, that game would go over to 5 sets, 3-2. Actually tied against Bryant earlier this year and tied against Westside earlier this year. It ended up beating Jacksonville in a tournament. I believe that was a Little Rock Christian Academy volleyball tournament where they tied against Bryant and Westside. Westside competing in a Little Rock Christian tournament. That's something I never thought I'd say. Wins over Magnolia, Mills University earlier in the year, Lisa Academy West, Sylvan Hills, Wynn, Lake Hamilton, Smackover, Joe T. Robinson, Mills, Bryant, England, Baptist Prep, Fountain Lake, obviously, and then Baptist Prep again. So already has a few wins over Baptist Prep. Baptist Prep, though, was able to make it to the semis today. They'll play tomorrow. That's against Pulaski Academy, the Battle of the Little Rocks. As we're about to get underway, Brookland, the defending state champions.
They've been to the state championship and successfully won it the last 3 years in a row. They've won it a total of 6 times in school history, so they're looking to take it for the 4th time in a row.
And I think there was a 6-year period between 2019 and 2024 where they were in the state championship every single one of those games. But, of course, as Logan mentioned, 22, 23, and 24 getting those wins, it was Valley View that had got the best of Brookland a handful of times this year. We're starting out. First set. Set number 1 of probably many tonight. Bauxite will get the early score. This one's going up, and the Cage has brought their student section. They brought some energy out here. That one's up. That one's blocked from Brookland. Brookland could get to that one in time, and Bauxite will score. They're up 2-1 now. Brookland last year swept every single team they played against in the state tournament, including winning the state championship. This Brookland team has lost a lot of faces, including their legendary head coach Nancy Rodriguez, Katie Dillon, first year at the program. Not new to this program, but new to being a head coach, and Bauxite will get the score once again. This one's coming up. Kinley Hammett will get that score. Nice kill for Hammett. Now Brookland's Lexi will come into this game, and Kinley Crafton as well. Saw Crafton, she played a really solid game yesterday. This one's still alive. Huge kill. Lexi getting there in time. Can't dive to it, or attempted at least, and Murray can't get to it. 4-2 now is the lead. And the score, Bauxite up over Brookland so far. Crafton trying to just tip that one over. Bauxite once again will get the score. This one's up, and that's Watlington on the touch, and Watlington will get the score. Early up for the serve here for Brookland. This one's coming up big. Hammett will get that one over. Able to find someone in time. Hammett, nice hit. This one's up in the air. Bauxite, huge kill is good. Asa Perry, the sophomore, young sophomore, able to get the kill. Nice dig. Hammett over to Crafton. Crafton couldn't get it over. Not sure who they were setting that one up for. Another score for Bauxite. Timeout coach Katie Dillon. Bauxite leads Brookland in this opening set 7-3 here. We'll be back. You're watching the 4A Centennial Bank State Volleyball Tournament on the Central Sports Network.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Back inside Yellow Jacket Arena. We're just getting started back here as Bauxite will score again. Brookland's been making some clinical errors so far in this first set. This one's up, and Crafton, right place, right time, but will go out of bounds. That one will hit the net, so Brookland will catch a break and will finally get possession of this ball back.
Brookland swept 2 teams while they were in the 4A East regional tournament. The first team was, obviously Lone Oak 3-0, and then they moved on and, beat Wynn, in the second round 3-0, which Wynn was recently dropped out of the tournament earlier today, and then they lost to Westside 3-0 or 0-3 in the third round. And like I said in break, this is definitely not the state championship, 3-time state championship winning team that we've seen the last few years, and clearly Bauxite's going to be a tough team for them.
For sure. Bauxite's already playing a really competitive first set, 9-5 here. Trying to just dump that one over. Fleming no good, and Bauxite coming up with a big kill attempt, and Barrow able to get there in time. Now Brookland still trying to find a break here. That one hits the roof. Fleming gets that one over. Huge set. Oh, nice little dump over. Lexi was able to notice that in time. Good, big rally we've got going here. This ball's still alive. They got to get this one over. They do. Bauxite now trying to set up a good spot. Big kill attempt. It's no good. It's out of bounds. Hammett will get this one over. Bauxite. Big setup, Fleming. Can she get that one? That one's blocked. Tried to block that one. This one's over, though. Brookland, that one's blocked. Huge block from Bauxite. Block Seiler's kill attempt.
Bauxite is a team where if you're going against them, you're not going to get any breaks. They've never actually made it to the state championship, so this would be the first year in school history that they do that. If they're able to make it through this tournament, and but also Brookland is one of those teams where they kind of have to warm up first, and I feel like once they get to that point, they're going to be an equal opponent.
Yeah, they're really dominant once they finally get their feet set and get their hands dirty, and then finally have played at least over a set. Brookland's a team you don't want them to be comfortable. They're comfortable, they're dangerous, but they're making Brookland really uncomfortable in this first set. A 6-point lead in set number 1. Big setup, Crafton try to get that one over. Libero does a great job getting the dig. This one's up and up once again. That one's blocked from Brookland. Great block from Crafton and Fleming. Ashton Ussery back to serve, and her serve is good. Great job from Hammett to be in the backfield like that, backcourt, excuse me. That will be a point for Brookland, double hit. Now this one's up. Brookland saves it. Bauxite, nice dump over once again from Bauxite. Asa Perry, the sophomores, had one heck of a game today. Brookland will score out of bounds, or is inside, excuse me. Watling, go ahead.
Brookland seems to be slowly but surely cutting down the lead, but you know they're you can tell they're getting warmed up and they're getting more comfortable, which is something you don't want from this team.
Watlington and Murray for Brookland back in the lineup. An error from Bauxite. Brookland will score again. Trying to close this gap that Bauxite's had over them this whole set. This one's up and barely there in time. That one will be just outside, so Brookland still down by 3. Brookland once again gets a huge score. Siler, good on her serve. This one's up. Huge play for Brookland. Nice dig from Lily. That will be out. Bauxite gets the unfortunate touch on it. Be Brookland's point. I think it was barely tipped by Bauxite. Brookland takes the lead now. This one's up to Kinley Hammond. Hammond with a huge, that one's blocked, and what a block from Bauxite. Huge play.
Brookland's usually able to have good communication, but it seems right there, you know, there were, you know, two things that went wrong communication-wise, both for the same reason.
Yes. You could tell the communication wasn't there. That Brookland needed Hammett with a kill, but that will go out. And Bauxite retains the ball back and still up by 1 here. Hammett will try to get this one over. Huge play, my goodness. Incredible. I mean, I don't think it gets any better from Asa Perry than that. I mentioned her name several times, and it's just an absolute dominant kill there. Almost got the block. Brookland will get the point and score. Lexi's serve is good. Nice job to be able to get there from Siler. Getting this one over from Murray, and now Bauxite with the huge setup. Perry's is good. Another kill from Asa Perry.
That's a name you're going to be hearing a lot in this match. You know, she's just an incredible athlete. I'm pretty sure volleyball is the only sport she plays, but, you know, overall, she's fantastic.
Only a sophomore, too. That just hit the light. Unfortunate bounce, and Bauxite will get the score again. Service good from Bauxite's libero. Got one of the LeBron James mask on. Dig, couldn't get there in time. Brookland will score. 19-17 is your score here in set number 1 still. A very competitive first set. Just like we had with the last game. Mena and Westside was an extremely competitive series. That serve is good. Big, ooh, out of nowhere. Rachel Clark, the senior, with a huge kill and gets Bauxite to 20. Fleming's going to try to tap that one over. Big setup now behind her. Hammett now. Huge setup. Kill will go outside, so Brookland will score. And Hammett now. They called it point for Brookland. Not sure if Bauxite had stepped under the net or. Taylor Nelson having one of the conversations with one of the officials on the court. That's blocked. Huge play. And another huge block for Rachel Clark, the senior. Fleming with a huge play. Huge kill for her. Now Ashley Ussery back to serve. Huge kill attempt. That's inside as well. And another kill for Clark. One's up and still got it. Bauxite attempted the kill, hit the net, and it's now a 1-point difference. Macy Murray now up for the serve. For the Lady Bearcats, kind of just dumped that one over. Dump unsuccessful. That one is just barely outside. Still a 1-point difference. Holds Brookland here. Bauxite, huge setup. Nice dump, but that one will go out of bounds. It was a smart play from Asa Perry, but doesn't work out for her, and Coach Nelson will call a timeout, and we'll go ahead and stay here live on the Central Sports Network. And the cage is in full effect, as you can see on your screen. Little tiny student section, but They brought some fans here today. Missed a previous game, don't worry. You can still catch all the action on demand for free. Every Central Sports Network broadcast is archived and available anytime at centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. Again, one more time, that is centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. If you haven't already, like the Instagram, Central Sportsnet. Follow us on Facebook, Central Sports Network. If you're watching via youtube.com/Central Sports Network, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on that post notification bell so you know when CSN is live every single time. Nice dig for Bauxite. Can they get this one over? They do. This one's up. Hammett. Huge kill. Brookland's tied this set. Excuse me, took over the set. 24-23. They are at set point. Timeout now from Bauxite.
You know, I feel like a broken record saying this the last few matches, but you know, you got to win by 2. So if this, you know, if the Bearcats allow, you know, Bauxite to score any more this set, they're going past that 25 mark, and it's going to be an even longer set.
Which is, again, you got to win 3. And with how competitive and close this first set's been, could be in store for a very long, fun game. Two programs that are clearly evenly matched this year.
I said earlier, you know, once you let Brookland get comfortable and get in their groove, they're going to be great. You know, a great match for Bauxite, and who knows, this game is still anybody's game.
That's why they've won 3 state championships back-to-back, and Brookland will take set number 1, and that's a set that they needed bad. Brookland will lead this volleyball game 1-0. You're watching the Class 4A state volleyball tournament on the Central Sports Network.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning and losing. It's about learning.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community. And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Volleyball is on the rise in the natural state, and you've got a chance to see the state's best all in one place. It's Paris, they're your 3A state champs. It's the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC, and you can watch it live from Hot Springs on November the 1st. First match starts at 11 and runs all day long. For all the ways to watch this, log on to myarpbs.org/sports.
Can officially confirm Mansfield beating Harrisburg in the 3A state tournament. Hardin Academy and Harmony Grove will play in the semis tomorrow in the 3A, and Mansfield will play the winner of Epicostal and Mayflower. Mayflower currently up 1-0 over the Lady Wildcats. See Coach Katie Dillon, who, of course, first year as head coach at the program, but not her first year at the program, period. Was Coach Rodriguez's assistant for the last 2 years, including with Coach Nate Klein, who's now Coach Dillon's assistant. And Coach Dillon was a part of this program for many, many years. Kind of took a leave of absence, kind of started focusing more towards the East program at Brookland, and now with Nancy Rodriguez's retirement, who's also in the crowd, by the way, today. She is leading this program to maybe her first semifinals appearance as a head coach. Brookland will score first. Both jerseys are black today. That one's out. No, tipped out from a Brookland player, so Bauxite will get the score. This one's up in the air for Seiler, excuse me. Seiler now will try to get that one back over. Bauxite getting this one up. Three there in time. Seiler trying to get that one over. This ball's still alive. We got a solid rally on her hands. That one's blocked. Got the tip from Bauxite. Brookland will get the point. Seiler back to serve. Up for Kinley Hammett. Hammett got a touch on it. Now Bauxite trying to just dump that over. Huge play. Almost hits the roof. Brookland keeps this ball alive and in play. Block. Brookland will get the score.
After taking the lead just twice in the last set, the Bearcats seem to, be on a huge run, and, the momentum they have going into this set, is just incredible.
Yeah, with down by a lot of points at one point during that first set, Brookland kind of rallied back to win that first set. I'm sure they got a lot of momentum, and like you mentioned, Logan, letting Brookland settle and letting them get comfortable is something you don't want to do, period, against such a dominant program like Brookland. Brookland will score again. Watlington kind of got the dump in a way. That kid in the back is having a good time waving his jacket around, maybe. I swear, you see some of the greatest stuff at state tournaments. Kinley Hammett, big kill attempt is good.
I got to mention this. In the last game, we saw one of the not one of the head coaches, but one of the assistant coaches, taking a nap in the upper circles of the arena. And it was, hey, if you have a long bus drive, that's one of the things you just got to do to last through the day.
It was Brookland's assistant, Nate Klein, by the way. We're going to expose Klein on here. We love you, Nate. A double hit from Bauxite, and Brookland's on a 6-1 run. Timeout, Coach Nelson. Bauxite's down 6-1 in set number 2. This is the CSN's coverage of the 4A State Volleyball Tournament.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community, and I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
We welcome you back inside Yellow Jacket Arena. Fun atmosphere that we've got for this 6 o'clock game. Huge play from Seiler. And Perry tried to get that one. Couldn't get it to go over the net, so Brookland will score. 7-1 now. Brookland's starting to look like their old selves. Excuse me. I've talked a little bit too much today. Unbelievable. What a play from Murray. Murray got a hand on it. Maybe he should have let Siler touch it, but still, Bauxite will finally get a score here. As they just let Brookland get 6 straight on them. This one's up for Brookland. Huge kill attempt is good from Gilbo.
I gotta say, it may not look like there's a lot of people here, looking at that far side, but on this side, it is packed.
It is packed on our side, yes. Cameras can't really see it, but there is still a lot of people here. Even still some PA people that were here this morning. Each play once again for Brookland. We'll get the score 9-2 now. Timeout. Coach Nelson of the Bauxite Lady Miners. Might as well just go ahead and stay here on YouTube. Or if you're watching us via Central Sports Network.org/watch. That's where you can catch all the action on demand for free if you've missed any game. Central Sports Network broadcast is always archived and available anytime at centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. Again, one more time. That's centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. See if I can get set number 2 of the 5A state tournament. It looks like Farmington leads over Valley View currently. Valley View looking for their 900th state championship, I think. Valley View all-time leading state champions in volleyball. 16 state titles for Valley View. 16. That's down to Jonesboro's 14. Jonesboro's a 6A school. Valley View and Jonesboro are in the same city, Jonesboro. Northeast Arkansas volleyball just hits different.
Last year it was 2 Northeast Arkansas volleyball teams in the state championship.
Yeah, in 4A.
And honestly, Alex, we're looking at that happening again.
At least for this semifinal. Could be Westside and Brookland in the semis. Great play, though, from Bauxite, able to get the point there. Taylor and Piggott currently playing. They're in set number 1 in that final game of the 2A tournament, final quarterfinal round. Looks like that game just started, so probably won't even have a official update till tomorrow's show. I guess it's jersey theme is the student section for Brookland, and Bauxite will get the score there, 10-4 now. This one's up. Crafton really couldn't get the greatest touch on it. This one's up. Bauxite now going for the huge kill. Lexi was able to get there in time. Hammett will have to get that one over. They do. Huge play for Bauxite. Needs play for Brookland now, able to react to that. So the Marshall camera got a little messed up. It's been through a lot this week already.
You know, now that I think about it, it's pretty much been on for almost 24 hours now.
That's not good. Bauxite gets the score. You left it on after yesterday?
Hey, it's plugged in by the score table. We've got all our stuff upstairs. You know, it's one of the things that I just,
can't be bothered with, is what I'm being told, huh? Great job from Lexi, first touch with it. Now, Siler trying to get that one over. Dig attempt. Good attempt from Bauxite, but Brookland will get the score. Now 12-7 here. Brookland will get the score after the ace. Huge kill attempt, and nice job from Hammond. Double dig. Yeah, couldn't even get the greatest touch on it. Great job from Bauxite, though. And I mean, what effort from Rachel Clark, the senior. That'd be too far out. Brookland will get the point. Ball back here. We found that they just started chanting that the whole time, never stopped chanting, you can't do that. Just the whole time. They definitely get kicked out. Hammond, I don't know if you consider that a dig or. Wow, just barely inside. I mean, you can see Coach Dillon smile in a way because it's almost comedic. It's just unfortunate. It literally landed about barely an inch inside, Logan.
You know, Dillon's just an overall happy person. You know, she's, whether they're winning or losing, you know, she may talk differently to her athletes, but she's definitely a coach.
Well, being a former student of her East classroom, I know how she is outside the classroom.
Just an overall person. She's happy and joyful.
Funny person as well. Coach Dillon's great. Actually able to speak, though, to Haley Nelson before this game, and she seems like a very well-rounded person. Led Bauxite to a really good record this year. And still, Bauxite's still a really good team. Brookland, though, just playing a better game so far. 16-9 now is the score.
Brookland's really just taken off with this set. I mean, compared to last set, you know, Bauxite just let them get too comfortable, and that's all there is to it.
Well, we spoke too soon, Logan.
I did.
It's called the commentator's curse.
You know, we both graduated from Brookland, so I gotta have faith in them. You know, they're a good team. But
stay unbiased, but
right.
Always be a part of us that's got a little Bearcat in us. And Brookland will get the score there. I remember a few years ago, a regional tournament at Clinton where the Lady Bearcats actually played Bauxite in the regional tournament a few years ago at Clinton. I think it was 2023 regional tournament. And remember, that was a really, really close game between Bauxite and Brookland. Went down to the wire. I think Brookland barely pulling out that win in regionals. Bauxite, though, with a huge play that time, will cut this score and lead that Brookland's had to 17-11. Now they got to get on a good run here. Bauxite will get the score that time as well. This one's up, Crafton. That one is inside for Kinley. Crafton with a huge kill, and Brookland really looking impressive in the second set. Wow, what a rally we've got here. This ball is still alive. You've got to be kidding me. Crafton trying to get this one over. It's good.
The amount of effort from the Miners is almost, it's impressive.
It's super impressive. They're not giving up one bit. Wow, I'm telling you, there she is, Asa Perry. Been kind of slow in the second set. When she wants to, she can be explosive. She's back to serve. Lexi was there. Big setup now. Nice dig. Wow, what a dig. Unbelievable play from Perry. Unbelievable dig from Hammett now. Seiler with a huge play. That kill's good, just inside. 22-13 now is the score. Hammett back to serve. That one clips the top of the net. Still alive here. Bauxite trying to dump that over. Lexi couldn't get to it in time. Bauxite will gain a point and the possession back. Huge play once again for Brookland and Seiler. Ashland Ussery now up to serve for Brookland here. This one's up. Hammett there. Over to Seiler. Seiler with the kill. Nice job from Bauxite's libero for the dig. This one's up again. Seiler got a tap on it. Trying to just dump that one over. Great job, just barely inside the line as well. That one's up once again for Seiler. Seiler's shot was blocked, but it was blocked out of bounds. Set point now for Brookland. Big play, Wallington, can she get it over? Nice dig for Bauxite. This one's up, huge kill attempt. That one's out of bounds. Bauxite will gain the point and possession back. Down by, down 24-16 here in second set. Big setup kill attempt for Perry. Perry's kill is good. Asa Perry, man, the sophomore. She has been dominant so far on that front line. Only a sophomore as well. Don't think I've stressed that part enough. Perry try to dump that one over the net. Brookland will take set number 2. We will enter a third set. Can Brookland put this one away and put the final nail in Bauxite's coffin? You are watching the Arkansas Class 4A State Volleyball Tournament presented by CSN.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community, and I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Volleyball is on the rise in the natural state, and you've got a chance to see the state's best all in one place. It's Paris. They're your 3A state champs. It's the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC, and you can watch it live from Hot Springs on November the 1st. First match starts at 11 and runs all day long. For all the ways to watch, just log on to myarpbs.org/sports.
For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
Back inside Yellow Jacket Arena as we get ready for third and potentially the final set. If Brookland's able to take this one out. Brookland and Bauxite, even though Brookland leads 2-0, it's been an extremely competitive 2 sets for both teams, and especially that first set. I mean, that first set went right down to the wire. Second set also going down to the wire, and now we enter this third set. Bauxite's really going to have to battle back, and in a position they're going to have to come back down 2-0. They're going to have to win 3 straight sets in a row if they're going to somehow pull out this, well, now considered an upset over Brookland.
We've already seen it twice in this tournament, so it's definitely something that can still happen.
That's true. When, obviously, the first game of the tournament came back, and Bauxite will score first. It was Taylor Lisco, the senior. This one's up. Seiler got the first touch on it. That one going towards one of the officials and not able to get to that one in time. A little bit of a wet spot in the court. No, Seiler up for the serve. Perry just tried to get that one over real quick. Huge kill attempt. Got someone on that back line to save it. Perry, though, nice kill once again from Asa Perry. Robinson back to serve for Bauxite. This one's up for Hammett. Hammett went for the kill, goes out. Hammett. They keep this one alive. We got a rally here. Can they get that dump over? Not going to work. Huge kill attempt for Perry. Perry's just too quick, man. Bauxite now leads 4-1 here in this third set. Huge play. Once again, Bauxite getting that one.
Bauxite's only got one thing on their mind after the last set, revenge.
Yes. And they're trying to win this set. And again, bounces off the hands of Seiler. Bauxite will score again. They're up 6-1 now. Lexi's serve will hit the top of the net. This one's up now for Hammett. Hammett with a huge kill, though. Nice dig from Libero. A lift on Bauxite there. Brookland finally able to retake control here, 7-3. They got to get this one over. They do. Now here's a setup. That's over to Hammett. Hammett's got a powerful kill. Nice block, though, from Bauxite. Can Crafton get the kill? No, she can't. Nice dig. They got to get this one over. Hammett does. This ball is still alive. Now Perry. Her dig. Wow, a dig from Seiler. This ball is still going. We got a rally here. Bauxite slipped. Unfortunate for Rachel Clark. She slipped on the court as she was going for the dig. Unfortunate play. They need to check if there's a wet spot. They are. Man, I've seen that with my own eyes. Clark, she was about to get that, and she literally slipped.
You know, she was right there on it. So,
yeah.
You know, it would have went back up.
Yeah, no, she was definitely going to get that. Unfortunate. Brookland back to serve, and it's Lewis. This one's up for Perry. Perry kind of dumping that one over. Not going to work on Brookland. Hammett, though, huge kill. That was blocked from Bauxite. Hammett. This one's up in the sky. Perry went for the kill in the middle. Kind of a far back to be able to go for a kill there. I guess if you're going to do it, it's going to be Asa Perry. Again, I think we got another wet spot.
Almost like they need a dry towel.
Yeah, or like a court boy at least. Someone to come in and...
Yeah, get some sticky pads.
Yeah, someone, dude. You know, they pay NBA court guys like $50K a year. Just clean up wet spots on a court. Make a living doing that. Bauxite will get the score here. 9-5 now. I want to mention this. Taylor and Piggott are currently, they're still in the first set, and that game is gone. It's 25-25 as I speak for Taylor and Piggott in the 2A. And that one's blocked. Up for it. Now Seiler trying to get that dump over. Huge dig. That was from Asa Perry. Over to Seiler. Wow, another dig, but that one will go out. Can't count out the effort from both squads. That one's good. That one will go out. That was Futch, the junior, who had went for it. That was Brookland picking up that point there. They get that one over. That one will go out as well. Good job from Hammett, not to good reaction time from Kimley Hammett. Taylor takes that first set over Piggott, 27-25. That's a close game that they're going to have.
Which Taylor is a highly athletic school. You know, they just won
they're so good.
Baseball and softball state champions last year in the year of 24. And I believe the girls softball team won the 2023 state championship as well.
I don't know what's with Taylor and their athletics. They're like good at everything, it feels like. Taylor owns the plate, any kind of diamond plate sport. Softball, baseball, have a good chance to be 2A champs this year as well, or volleyball.
You know, I don't know what the facilities are like there, but I can only assume they're, you know, fantastic with how well they're, you know, with how well they're able to keep up with the championships and how, you know, just how athletic the entire school is.
I'm sure fantastic for it being a 2A school, and I believe 1A in baseball. This one's up. Whoa. Bauxite will get the score. This one's up for Brookland. Can they get that one? That one's too far out. Bauxite now will go up 13-9 here.
You know, they were so close down by one, but now they just seem to be throwing away that lead.
Bauxite once again back to serve. This one's up. Went for the dig. Perry couldn't get to it in time. Brookland will score, but will they trade points again? That's what they've been doing all of this third set. And Mackenzie Watlington's back in the lineup. Huge play once again from Bauxite. Lexi able to get there. Seiler now, can she get the kill? Hits the top of the net. Bauxite will score again. They're just 10 away from closing out this third set. Hammett and Lexi both went for the double dig. Katie Dillon forced to call a timeout. 16-10 in set number 3. We'll be right back here on CSN.
Volleyball is on the rise in the natural state, and you've got a chance to see the state's best all in one place. It's Paris, they're your 3A state champs. It's the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC, and you can watch it live from Hot Springs on November the 1st. First match starts at 11 and runs all day long. For all the ways to watch, just log on to myarpbs.org/sports.
Welcome you back inside Yellow Jacket Arena. 16-10 is the score in set number 3. Brookland leading 2-0 so far as this game's getting really competitive. It's the battle of the bees here. Brookland will finally get that score. Seiler up for the serve. That one will go just outside, and Bauxite once again will score. This one's up. Bauxite keeping this one alive. Watlington got a touch on it. They get that one. This one's still going. Perry tried to dump that one over. We're up here now. Huge play. Once again, another kill for Asa Perry. Once again, misses the kill. Brookland letting this third set get away from them. Honestly, if Bauxite's able to turn this third set into a win, it's going to mean a lot of momentum to be able to do this. Down 2-0. Again, once again, going too far out, and Brookland will be forced to call another timeout. We'll take another small break, and we'll return with the 4A state tournament after these messages.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Back inside Yellow Jacket Arena, you didn't miss anything. Lexi with a huge dig. Another dig from Bauxite coming up. That's Perry. That shot is blocked. Huge block from Brookland that they just needed so badly.
They're going to need a lot more of those to keep it up in this set.
Yeah, I mean, Bauxite's already reached 20. Another block again, that tips off the top. A lift once again on Bauxite and on Asa Perry. And Coach Haley Nelson disputing that call. They will call it a lift. And so 4 touches that time on that play. Bauxite, though, it's not going to matter. They'll be able to combat that one and get the point. Hammett. Huge kill for Kinley that time. Olivia Lewis now up for the serve for Brookland. Good serve. Bauxite getting this one up. Perry, it's scary when she goes up for it. Tipped out on Brookland. I think it might have been Kinley Crafton who had tipped it. Lexi. This is up. Works that time. Kinley Hammond now to serve. This one's up. They're going to smash that one. Big time kill for Riley Farrell, the sophomore. Only 6 seniors on this Bauxite team. It's a team that's definitely going to return a lot of great players, a lot of juniors and sophomores. Huge kill. That'll work that time in Brookland's favor. 23-16 now. Ashlyn Usry up to serve. Huge kill attempt. Hammond got a hold of it. They got to get this one over. Usry does. Bauxite now up for it. Dump. Yes, it's just barely outside. Good call from the senior official. I saw it from up here. Brookland barely got that one. 23-17 now in set 3. Big kill attempt up and coming. Nice block. Brookland will get it back here and will gain the point with it. Ussery back to serve once again for Brookland. That one barely clips the top of the net. Bauxite so will still have control. That one's out of bounds. Brookland slowly going on a rally here, and timeout Bauxite. They still lead Brookland though, 23-19 in set number 3. This is the Class 4A Centennial Bank State Volleyball Tournament on the Central Sports Network.
Volleyball is on the rise in the natural state, and you've got a chance to see the state's best all in one place. It's Paris, they're your 3A state champs. It's the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC, and you can watch it live from Hot Springs on November the 1st. First match starts at 11 and runs all day long. For all the ways to watch this, log on to myarpbs.org/sports.
Of course, all of the state volleyball championships are exclusively produced and broadcasted on statewide television in the state of Arkansas, PBS Sports. Bauxite, 1 point away till set point. They're at set point now. Huge kill once again from Asa Perry. We are looking to enter a 4th set. Rachel Clark clips the top of the net. They've got to hit it. Bauxite will take set number 3. It is a 3-1 lead for Brookland as we enter set number 4. We'll be right back here on the Central Sports Network.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community, and I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher.
Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing, it's about learning.
Missed the previous game? Don't worry, you can still catch all of the action on demand for free. Every Central Sports Network broadcast is archived and available anytime at centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. Again, that is centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. Brookland was slowly catching up in that third set, but Bauxite able to get the best of them in set 3. We will enter a fourth set here. Brookland can win this one out. They can end this game. Bauxite able to take this set. We will head into a 5th and final set. And a competitive series it's been between Brookland and Bauxite. Game's been played for over an hour 22 now. I believe at this point, maybe an hour 10 maybe it has actually been played. Been playing for over an hour 15. Murray will start out with the serve. Bauxite, that one's blocked. Will go out. Brookland will score first. Start out set number 4. May see Murray now to serve. Brookland, that spike going out of bounds. Murray once again to serve. This one up, blocked, rejected from Brookland. Nice dig from Bauxite's libero, big kill attempt. Lexi getting that one in the sky to Seiler. Seiler with the kill. Nice dig again from Bauxite's libero. Nice pass over. Brookland will get that one after the block. Timeout, Bauxite. We'll take a break. You're watching the 4A state tournament on CSN.
Volleyball is on the rise in the natural state, and you've got a chance to see the state's best all in one place. It's Paris. They're your 3A state champs. It's the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC, and you can watch it live from Hot Springs on November the 1st. First match starts at 11 and runs all day long. For all the ways to watch, just log on to myarpbs.org/sports.
Fourth set here inside Yellow Jacket Arena. Seiler, kind of nice dump over. More of a tip, honestly. Big setup, that's the Seiler. Seiler with the big kill, ooh. That could have been scary for Asa Perry. Still love the effort though, regardless. Risking everything. This one's up. Kill attempt. Hammett got a hand on it. Murray got it now. Hammett will get that one over. This one's up. Siler. Nice dig from Bauxite. Lexi sets that up. Watlington now will try to tap it over. This ball's still going. Big setup now. We are still playing. Siler, big hit, dig. Up to, finally, Bauxite able to get it, and it was Riley Farrell who got it, the sophomore. Farrell hits the top of the net. Brookland will score. Regain possession. Siler, our serve is good. It's up and just Asa Perry, man. I mean, what else can you say about her? She's been phenomenal. Reminds me, honestly, of Evan Posgrove a little bit. This ball's up. Kill attempt is blocked. This is over to Hammett now. Hammett gets a big kill. Lexi now up to serve for Brookland. Bauxite gets it that time. Big kill. Now Price, the senior libero, up to serve for Bauxite. Gets that one over. Set up. Big kill once again for Bauxite, and it was Rachel Clark on the kill. Hammett getting that one over. Bauxite keeping this one going. Set up. Hammett. Libero got a touch on it. That one will go far back now. 8-4 lead for Brookland. Brookland will score again. Taylor up 2-0 over Piggott so far in the 2A tournament. They are entering that third set as we speak. That game started a little late. Brookland will score again. Maybe I can get a 3A score maybe. Epicostal up 2-1 over Mayflower. They are just now starting that fourth set. Bauxite scores. Valley View and Farmington in set number 4. Now 11-5 here. Gets that one up. Brookland now. Siler. Perry. She slipped on the court. Seems like we got another timeout called by Bauxite. Brookland leads set number 4, 12-5 here. This 4A state volleyball tournament on the Central Sports Network. Didn't go over the air. Welcome you back inside Yellow Jacket Arena. As we're about to come out of timeout, Bauxite using both their timeouts already in this second set. Down 12-5 here. Big kill attempt. That one is inside. Once again, another kill for Riley Farrell. Crafton not able to get the touch on it. Another big score for Bauxite here. Siler, can she get the touch on it? That one will just barely be inside again. Some Brookland substitutions. I believe Olivia Lewis will come back in. Ashlyn Ussery will be subbed back into the lineup. Nice dig. Perry almost got that one and almost saved that one. You know, Logan, I think they should get a dry towel at this point. Ussery serve is good. Almost got that dump over. Big play. Spike will go right into the net from Rylan Funch. Funch, a junior this year. Ussery back to serve once again. Bauxite getting that score again, or that time. So Rachel Clark to serve. Got the first tap. Siler try to get that one with a kill. That one will hit the net once again. Bauxite will keep possession. That one working in Brookland's favor. A 6-point lead for the Bearcats here in set number 4. This one's up, trying to get that one over the net. They do get it over. Big play for Bauxite. This one's up for Siler. Silers will be inside. Brooklyn starting to edge their way ever closer to this victory. We're finally in this game and in day 2. Trying to get that one over. Lexi with the tap. That one's over to Kinley Hammond for the big kill. That one would be off of. Thought it would be off of a fingertip of a Bauxite player and went out of bounds. Oh. So they had blown the whistle and called the play dead as she was serving to dry up another wet spot. Again, maybe another towel would be useful. Great job. Nice dig from Lexi. That one, though, off of fingertips from a Bauxite player again. Unfortunate for Bauxite. Seiler now went back again to serve. That serve is good. Big setup. That's the Perry. Perry didn't get the strongest punch on that one. Hammett, nice love tap. That one's over once again to Perry for a huge kill. Lisa Perry. Someone you do not want to mess with on that front line. Now Robinson back to serve for Bauxite. Lexi with the first initial touch. Watlington with the kill. Bauxite keeping this one going. This one's up for Seiler in the back. To get that one over. Up once more, that's Hammett. Hammett's kill no good. Down by 6 is Bauxite. They have the chance to rally back here. This one's up. Perry got a touch on it. Now Perry will try to kill it. That one's blocked and touched by a Bauxite player. Brookland's at 20. Bauxite is out of timeouts. Got Lexi back to serve. Perry once again with a huge kill on that play. This one's up for Crafton. Crafton's shot is blocked. Crafton once again, her kill is blocked. And Bauxite's really starting to come back here. Down 5 at this point in set number 4. Perry, another huge kill. This ball is still in the sky. They got to get it over, and that will not reach. Brookland student section complained about the roof. And we got a timeout, Brookland. We'll take a break here ourselves. We'll be right back here on CSN. If you missed the previous game, don't worry. You can still catch all of the action on demand for free. Every Central Sports Network broadcast is archived and available anytime at centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. Again, one more time, and probably for the final time of the day, we'll say that is centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. Watlington, her shot's blocked again. Could we see a 5th set? We could be entering that very soon. This one's up for Hammett. Well, Barrow able to get a touch on it. Now Perry, you got to watch out for her. That one's in. Inside for Bauxite. Unbelievable. Bauxite has got 3 straight now. Kinley Hammett, that one's way too far outside. 4 straight now for Bauxite. What are we watching? Up for Hammett. That one, Bauxite still has it. They save it. Up for Hammett again for the kill. Unbelievable. That one will finally go for Brookland, but man, don't count out the effort from the senior libero Price, who had back-to-back digs, who would almost save that for Bauxite. Olivia Lewis now to serve. This one's, kind of an awkward touch there. Ball still going here. That's over to Kinley Hammett. Hammett kind of with just a tap. Huge kill for Perry. That is inside. Bauxite down by 1 in set number 4. They have rallied back. This one's up for Hammett. Trying to just tap that one over. This one's still going here. Hammett with a huge kill. Bauxite, huge kill attempt upcoming. That is good. We've got a tied set. At one point, Brookland was up by 5 in this set. Bauxite has rallied back to tie it. Oh, they didn't expect that dump over, but they did, keeping it alive, keeping it going. Hammett on the kill, and the libero couldn't reach it in time. Brookland will finally get a score. Hammett back to serve. Dig, big setup, kill attempt. Is tipped from Hammett. Tie game. McKinley, the senior, for the serve for Bauxite. Seiler with a huge kill. Again saved from the libero. Seiler, can she finally get it? Off the fingertips of a Lady Minor. It's a 1-point difference. Ussery up to serve for the defending state champs. And possibly Brookland's last year in Class 4A as well. That's blocked. Unbelievable. It is match point for Brookland. Can they do it? Ashlyn Ussery up to serve. Bauxite, your season's on the line. Got the dig. This is up. Big setup, that's to Seiler. Seiler's shot is good! Brookland will take it in 4 sets. Brookland will take this one in 4 sets. The Brookland Lady Bearcats for, at this point, I think the 8th year in a row now, they're heading back to the semifinals. This program, people said that this program couldn't win again. This program couldn't go back to the semis. This program couldn't even go back to the state tournament. You needed Nancy Rodriguez. Well, they proved you wrong tonight. Brookland is going back to the semifinals. All the love in the world, though, will go out to Bauxite because, man, they played and rallied and played arguably one of the best 4A volleyball programs in the last 5 to 7 years. Bauxite will be back. They only have 6 seniors on their squad this year. Bauxite will be back. Have a lot of returning juniors and sophomores returning to that program. And expect Bauxite to 110,000% be back in this tournament this time next year. As you see the current bracket, the tournament bracket, tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m., we will have the Battle of Little Rock, the battle between Pulaski Academy and Baptist Prep. And then your main event tomorrow, Westside and Brookland. I mean, it's only fitting, Logan, that Westside and Brookland will play in the semifinals.
You know, both these teams have already played 3 times already.
And Westside's won every time.
The first set was, 3-2, so it went really close, but Westside did take that one. The second set, I believe, was 3-0.
Yes, and then regionals was 3-0. So Westside, they have Brookland's number this year. So can Brookland do the unthinkable and pull out the upset? We'll find out tomorrow at 6. This has been a presentation of the Central Sports Network. All broadcasts are archived exclusively at centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. We will see you tomorrow. We have 2 great games, Pulaski Academy and Baptist Prep, Westside and Brookland. We will see you tomorrow for the semifinals of the state tournament.